Ooh, I had no idea it looked like that underneath there. Doesn't look that bad from the bottom, but as soon as I pull this cover off, it's not very pretty. Brando, I want to see your face when you lift this lid up.
You want me to open it?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, open it.
I need no glove, right?
Yeah, just go ahead and lift it. You'll be fine. Just take a quick look. Tell me what you see. Lift it up all the way. Lift it up. Just lift it. Lift it.
Oh, wow.
It's not pretty.
Oh my God. Oh, fuck, dude.
Yep.
Wow.
I had a bad wire in there. I didn't even know it.
Is it disconnected up front?
Yeah, it's all disconnected. I decided that I want to pull all the wires out of here, all the zero gauge, at least the zero gauge to the bus bars, and run some brand new bus bars and some brand new fuse holders. So in order to do that, it's got to come out front to rear, which is fine by me because I'm ready for some new stuff, some 2020 style wiring. Now, I'm not 100% sure I'm leaving the amps that are in there, but I do know that they're one of my favorite amps of all time, and I do love the hell out of them. I just don't know if I'm ready to change them out or not yet. But in the meantime, I want to get all the main wiring done. I'm going to get the alternators out. I got 4 brand new MechMan 400s on the way. They should be here, I don't know, in a week or so. And we're just going to take it from there, put the new batteries in, and hopefully what I did earlier won't ever happen again, because now I see what's happening. I have about 7 runs of zero gauge, positive and negative, running from the front to the back. The whole problem is it's all different sorts of brands over all the years. I have wires on top of wires. It's pretty nice, but there's a couple of mismatches in there and it drives me nuts. And I think that I want to redo it anyways for 2020, like I was saying. In order to do that, I'm gonna have to put the truck up on the lift and get to all the wires underneath and slowly start dismantling them. We're gonna pull them all out, and as soon as my new sky high wire gets here, we're gonna start putting it back in. It should be proper after I'm all done with this. Got all these sounds happening around the shop. Want to see how this mic is doing. Loud in here. Hope I can only hear my voice. If so, that'd be really good. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I think it looks like it's been arcing for a little while. Look at that. So here I am in my editing lab, aka my game room, aka my computer desk, and I realized I don't have any sound. Well, what happened was, you know, I get really tired of the CNC machines and the dust collector and the vacuums and all sorts of things in the shop making noise. So I tried to use this Sony microphone I had from another camera on this camera to see if it was any better. And to do that, I got to go in the menu and actually choose it. I tried it, it didn't make any difference, sounded just about the same. So I yanked the microphone off of there and I put it in a box and went about my business. Well, I forgot to put the mic back on to the camera mic in the configuration. So All I have now is a whole bunch of silence. I guess I can always narrate some of it. Oh well, sorry about that. Trying to let that happen again. We're all good this time though. I can see the little bars moving while I'm talking. Alright, so basically what you're looking at here is the bottom of my battery lid, and at some point it must have arced, it must have touched. I think I was a little bit over ambitious when I first made this, because I don't think I really needed to do a countersunk pocket, but I just wanted to take it to the next level and make it real nice. And well, I guess I got a little too close to those positive posts, a lot closer than I thought I was going to be. If you look real close, you can see where the cables have been resting up against that second skin sound deadener, and 3 of the wires were actually up against it the whole time. You can see the indentations. To be honest, I'm kind of lucky the other ones didn't arc too. This thing flat out burned a hole through the sound deadener, through the sheet metal, and then almost through the sound deadener again. And who knows how long it's been like that. But it never died, so I didn't have any idea. Let's go ahead and jump into some time lapse. Let's pull down these wires. We got about 15 1/0s to pull down, plus some 0 gauge, and it's all different types, it's all different colors, and it all works, but it's not as pretty as I'd like it to be. For some reason I didn't show a lot about this part right here, but I did pull the 4 MechMan alternators out, the ones that have been there the whole time. Those are 350 amp alternators, color matched to the vehicle. They all still work. They've made it the whole time, no problem, even with the bad batteries, which is a miracle. Right now I went ahead and left one of the alternators in the vehicle so I could start it and move it around. No problem at all. It's charging. We're good to go. Back to the back here, as you can see, I've got all the 0 gauge running from the amplifiers to the bus bars that aren't there anymore. I'm going to keep these wires because they're in perfect condition. They're 2-watt cable running from the 2500 BDCPs over to the bus bars. There's actually 10 positive 2-watt cables and 10 negative 2-watt cables, along with some 4 gauge, and it's all in perfect condition. My solder joints are in perfect condition. Everything's great except for that one wire that roasted, so I got no reason to take this out. All the fuses were even good too. The reason why those fuses didn't pop is because that bar on the actual positive terminal was touching, and there was no fuse that was going to stop that. So lesson learned, it's going to be fixed. We're good to go, and I'm lucky my truck didn't burn down. Let's crack open these excess power Group 31 14-volt batteries. If you're wondering what's so cool about these things, wondering why I chose these over the new lithium craze that's going on, of course the lithium is badass. It's the way to go. Everybody's doing it. I will be running lithium excess power Titan S6s in the Escalade, but I wanted to keep with this Group 31 battery size. I've always wanted to have 14-volt batteries in the Tahoe. I just didn't have the right size. Now they've got the Group 31s, and these things actually rest at 15 point something, and they charge almost 17 volts, right around 17 volts. So I am going to have the extra power that I want. Although I won't have any weight savings, it doesn't matter. It's been like this forever. I will have a lot of power on hand, and that's what I'm after more than anything else. And these batteries do weigh a lot, but the truck is bagged. It doesn't even mind the amount of weight that's back there. It's been like that for years. So here we are, 10 Group 31 14-volt batteries. That is a lot of power. a lot more power than there was in here before. So no matter what, I'm gonna see improvements. Hopefully I'm gonna love it. Look at it, look at it. This hole is ready to go, ready to pop some more batteries right into it. They should drop right in there. They're the exact same size, but you never know. One of the things that I did to avoid that ever happening again is I turned it around and I put the negatives towards the front and the positives towards the back. When I first welded this battery rack in, I guess I must have put a slight little slope into it, so it does have an angle. It shouldn't, I mean, I don't know why it does, but it has a slight little angle from the front to the back, and that's actually going to be beneficial because now that positive terminal is really far away from the bottom of that cover that I'm about to put back on it, and we should never happen again. They all fit in here really nice, and we should have a certain degree of safety this time. Alright, here what I'm doing is I'm testing the resting voltage directly out of the box, directly from the factory. I've never touched these with the charger. You saw me open them and drop them right in. We're looking at 15.25, 15.24, 15.24, 15.24, and 15.25. So I would say those are pretty consistent with each other, and the batteries are all the exact same age, and you can't go wrong with that. So again, these batteries will be charging right around 17 volts when it's all set up. The amps are just gonna love it. I'm sorry I had to narrate the last part of this video. It's kind of lame, but thanks for joining me. We're gonna have more updates coming real soon. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.